At Dovetail Collections, these guys' mandate is to source natural and organic ingredients. For example, you are Marcus.
Yes, I'm Marcus.
That's a nice name.
Yep.
And Dominique. Tell me about some of your popular brands, like one for example, and then we can talk about some of the new products you're launching at the show here, or launching in general.
Perfect. So we've got lots of great brands here at Dovetail, and three particular ones that we have. We'll start with the newest one first. This is the Toast from Fine Cheese. We're all made in the UK. Beautiful, beautiful product. Very artisanal bakery, small batch production, and they're using fantastic ingredients right down to dry fruits, nuts, as well as obviously the bread ingredients in it, and it's just been fantastic for us.
Yeah, you mentioned a few things. I also understand from my research you do, which I don't do too much, but I kind of cut the wind up. You're very interested in the manufacturing processes as well.
Right.
So that's actually a really important part of what we do, because when we look at products, we don't only consider the ingredients, but the way in which they're handled. So is it the best cherries that are being picked? Is it a slow boil process to get them there? Is it a slow bake as opposed to a heat flash bake in order to allow things to properly develop flavor-wise, nutrient-wise, vitamin-wise? And so the Fine Cheese Company Toast are a great example of that. It's actually 60% whole fruit nut and seeds. And they're not just buying any fruits or nuts, they're really going to the top tiers of the market where it incorporates flavor, process, as well as sustainable farming and agricultural in order to get that just perfect bite.
Great. Can I get a taste of that toast for cheese?
Yeah.
That looks
absolutely
good.
Take one from the back here. Keep the display intact. But the toasts have been fantastic for us. They contain dried cherries, almonds, and linseeds. Obviously get a nice good portion of it, and it is again over 60% actual nuts and fruit in it, and it's just a good clean product.
The neat thing about it as
wow,
well,
that tastes good. There's nuts in there. What else in there? There's some other taste in it. Really.
It's linseed.
Linseed.
Yeah, linseed is that one. And what's really neat about it actually, it's the lady who developed this just did it out of passion. It's product by a consumer for a consumer. She wasn't happy with the crackers that were available to go with her cheeses, and she has a beautiful cheese shop in the UK. So she developed this range specifically to go with her cheeses. So the one you're tasting now is beautiful for a pomme d'ambert or a gorgonzola, something blue, creamy, rich, and a lovely sort of that sweet contrasting the salt of the blue. So it's perfect for that, and she also does an apricot and pistachio as well as a date and hazelnut.
Oh, that was delicious. Okay, we have some more later. Let's do the interview. You got, what's another new product you have here, Marcus?
So another new product that we have, this is Dutchie Originals. Dutchie has historically been basically the private food brand of Prince Charles himself. Out of the UK, he was one of the early pushers in the United Kingdom and in the world actually for organic product with good clean ingredients. So he decided to put his resources behind it and do it himself. And they partnered up with Waitrose now, which is a grocery chain in the UK, and they've released the Dutchie line, and it's been a fantastic product, particularly in Canada too.
And you got the tea line as well.
So we've got a great line of teas. Everything in the Dutchie range is organic, and it's UK Soil Association organic, which is one of the strictest organic standards that are out there and around. And their black tea range and almost all of their teas are actually fair trade as well.
Excellent.
And what's neat about it, going back to the farming side of it, is in actual fact, the Princess Royal Farming Estates are still very heavily involved with Dutchie. And so, for example, with their biscuits, all of the wheat actually comes from Dutchie Home Farm, and it's milled just down the way. So it's really nice in that you're really incorporating all the beautiful parts from growing to offering it to a consumer. So they're very integrated.
Okay, tell me about your most popular brand you've had for a long time. How long has the company been operating for?
Dawn would be the best one to answer that one. She's been with it the entire time.
It's actually a family business. So the company was started by my mom over 30 years ago, and through that time we've seen an incredible evolution within the food industry and within our own wonderful producers. So one of the mainstay brands for us, and something we've been a proud part of developing for over 15 years now, is the Mackay's of Scotland range. And when you talk about Mackay's, they're very synonymous with preserves, but very much marmalade, because they're actually the last producers of Dundee marmalade in Dundee, Scotland, which is the birthplace of marmalade.
Well, you know, part of my family tree is British, so I've had marmalade when I was a kid, but that's the last time I had it when I was like ye tall.
Yeah.
So are people actually, obviously they still enjoy marmalade?
Absolutely, and the great thing about preserves and marmalades is applications are changing. So you use them on toast, they're also great to elaborate sauces, to glaze meats, all that wonderful stuff.
Great on your fine toast for cheese.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's delicious, man. Okay, it's almost like a
On
meal in
top of
itself.
ice cream, absolutely.
And again,
You
using
know,
fine natural ingredients and get to get the nutritional value and everything else.
everything's natural, and the other neat thing is they're situated right in the middle of the Scottish berry growing field. So most of their berries don't travel more than 20 minutes to get to work in the morning.
Very nice.
That's a very nice thing. And they use an open copper pot boiling method, which really maintains nice even heat, so you get the full release of the nice oils from the fruit without risk of burning, and you get a continued even infusion. So the other thing is marmalade doesn't have to be the same as it always has been. They do a pink grapefruit marmalade, lemon, ginger, and lime. So some really fun flavors to shake breakfast up in the morning.
Wow. Well, just from this quick interview, I see you guys really done your research and take a lot of care in, sourcing and bringing in certain product lines. That's very interesting and very admirable. Website, where do we find out more?
You can go to www.Dovetail Collections, and that's Dovetale, tail like the story, collections with an S.com.